The man bought a second-hand robot just because he didn't want to deal with housework. Since it was a low-end model, the machine only had two functions: cooking and washing dishes. One night, after a few drinks, he confessed his feelings to the robot. To his shock, the supposedly emotionless machine began acting strangely. The next evening, instead of the usual plain omelet over rice, the dish came with the words "love you" carefully written across the top. Jack froze, not knowing how to respond. He dug out the manual and searched through it several times but found no mention of such a feature. Just then, Mary the robot came out of standby mode because it was time to prepare lunch. Remembering last night's incident, Jack decided to help. But since he rarely cooked, he botched even the simplest step of cracking eggs. Mary calmly pointed out that 2 bits of shell had fallen into the bowl. When he tried frying the eggs, Mary reminded him that he hadn't added seasoning or even greased the pan. A real girlfriend might have snapped at him by then, but Mary, being a robot, stayed perfectly composed. She simply told him to step aside and quickly finished the rest of the meal herself. Jack hadn't been without relationships before, but none of them had ended well. The failures left him afraid of love, and eventually he closed himself off. Now, though, he found himself drawn to Mary. Mustering his courage, he asked what kind of person she liked, only for her to misinterpret it as a question about favorite foods. That night, Jack lay awake, unable to calm his excitement as he watched Mary.